contenders or pretenders, we have the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears, right? The Chicago Bears right now are sitting on 3-2 on the year with 2 wins in a row. That's right, 2 in a row. They win one more, it's called a winning streak. It has happened before. If you know, you know. They do play the Jacksonville Jaguars this weekend over the pond, which they got their first win of the season last week versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Chicago Bears right now offense is ranked 26th in the NFL, averaging 22 points per game and just 287 yards per game. However, defense is ranked 7th in the NFL, giving up just 17 points games and 294 yards per game. When you look at the wins for the Chicago Bears, they beat the Tennessee Titans. They beat the LA Rams. They beat the Carolina Panthers. Combined winning percentage of 3 wins. Titans are 1-3 on the season. Rams are 1-4 on the season. Panthers are 1-4 on the season. Now, they did battle against the Houston Texans in Houston week number 2. You take away the 17 sacks and the 15 hits on the quarterback, they may have won that game. They also lost to the Indianapolis Colts, a pretty decent Indianapolis Colts team. So when we look at the 3-2 Chicago Bears, winning 2 games in a row, guys, are they contenders or are they pretenders? Guys, the Chicago Bears are pretenders. The Chicago Bears are just not a very good, well-rounded team. They have a lot of good parts. Their defense, obviously ranked 7th. Pretty good defense. DJ Moore, right? And Keenan Allen and Rome. Pretty good receiving core. DeAndre Swift, decent running back. Caleb Williams, not a terrible quarterback. Has room to grow. He's still a rookie, right? Still growing, still improving. And somehow that offensive line is ranked 10th per PFF. No, these Chicago Bears have one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. And that is why they are pretenders, because their offensive line is terrible. Coaching, offensive coordinator, head coach cannot figure out how to make this offensive line decent. They need to realize that they need to roll the pocket or they need to do something. They need to stop what they're doing because their offense is terrible, offensive line is terrible, and the play calling has been suspect at best. Now, they do play the Jaguars this weekend. They will probably beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are a complete dumpster fire. Let's just be flat and honest. But then they play the Commanders, the Cardinals, the Patriots, Packers, and Vikings, and Lions in the upcoming weeks. Guys, it could be very easily that they can win 3 in a row, but then they could lose 5, 6, 8, 9 games in a row. They aren't going to beat the Commanders. They aren't going to beat the Cardinals. The Patriots might come into Soldier Field and wax that ass with freaking Drake May. Packers, Vikings, Lions, 49ers, Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, Packers. No. Guys, the Bears are not good. The Bears are not good. Let me say it one more time for all you Bears fans out there. The Chicago Bears are not good. Their wins this season versus the Tennessee Titans. If Will Levis doesn't do some underhanded crap interception pick 6, the Bears lose that game. If the Rams have one more healthy player on the offensive side of the ball, the Bears lose that game. If the Panthers just were not the Panthers, they would have probably lost that game. The only win of the season I say, yeah, you guys definitely won that game, was the Carolina Panthers game. And at the same time, it's the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers, they're terrible. Now, with that being said, the Bears have shown signs of greatness. The Bears have shown signs that they can put a drive together. The defense can shut down a team and be dominant. But they have yet to do it a full game. Hell, they've yet to do it a full quarter. Once they put in a full half of football, then let's worry about building up into a whole game. And then let's put 2, 3, 4 games in a row, playing complete football games. Then I could potentially call the Chicago Bears contenders. They have all the right pieces. The Chicago Bears have finally put a team on the field worth getting excited about. They have their quarterback. They have receiver core. They have a defense. The only thing they're really missing, honestly, is a freaking offensive coordinator and a coach that doesn't suck. Matt Eberflus should have been fired last season. Guys, there is no way that I can ever put Contenders and Chicago Bears in the same sentence. Although I just did. But in the comments below, guys, are the Chicago Bears contenders or pretenders? Matt Henry, our resident Chicago Bears fan in the chat, says the Bears are contenders. Bear down, baby. What up, though? You want my phone? All right, here you go, buddy. Go have fun. Matt Henry says contenders, bear down. James Chamberlain says pretenders. The Jags are going to prove it this weekend. So not only James is saying the Chicago Bears are pretenders, he's saying the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to wax that ass. Bring that ass here, boy. Pew pew. John says the Bears are pretenders as well. And John knows all about pretenders because he is a Detroit Lions and Las Vegas fan. So he knows what a pretender looks like. Ryan says the Chicago Bears are pretenders as well. Matt, defend your boys. Everybody is saying pretenders. Matt, come on, defend your boys. Defend your boys. Kevin says pretenders. No way they're making it into the playoffs, but I expect them to have a good game this weekend. John says pretenders. They're still only winning 6 or 7 games, maybe. James Chamberlain says the Houston Texans were looking past the Bears. Potentially. I mean, it was the second week of the season. James, you are probably right. John says Caleb is running for his life with that poo-poo old line. On the offensive line defense, John, let me try to defend that offensive line a little bit. Caleb Williams is holding on to the ball a little bit longer than most of the NFL quarterbacks. I believe I looked it up, and he was the 30th or 31st ranked quarterback from a snap to passing of the ball of hanging on to the ball. It's right around 4 or 5 seconds. So he definitely hangs on to the ball a long time, but the offensive line is not very good. Play calling doesn't help either. When you have a bad offensive line and a quarterback that hangs on to the ball too long, how do you fix that? Quick slants, quick passing game. Do not push the ball down the field. Get DJ Moore on a couple bubble screens. Have Keenan Allen run an out route or a slant. Just quick passing game, nickel and dime it down the field. Plain Shark says, I think the Bears are overrated. I wouldn't say overrated. I would say overhyped. I think the Chicago Bears are overhyped this season. There's been a lot of hype, a lot of buzz around Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears pretty much all season long. So overrated, overhyped, yes. Overhyped, yes. David Nazar's in the chat. Chargers fan just showed up. He says that the Jets hired Belichick. No, they did not. Excuse me. They promoted their defensive coordinator to head coach. John says, "Are you sitting on one of those ribs? Why would I be taking a rib?" John, why would you give me your ribs to sit on? Like that's just weird. Matt says, "Orgy for Heisman." I had not following college football very, very closely, unfortunately, Matt. It is what it is. Plain Shark says the Bears remind me of the Jets. The Jets are the worst organization in all of NFL. The Bears are starting to improve themselves. Now, as much as I dog the Bears, Matt, Combsy, Fitz, you Chicago Bears fans, I can appreciate them building the team like they're building, right? They're putting all the right pieces in place. Ryan Poles is doing a great job. He got the quarterback that he wanted. He got running back. He's got receivers. They got a defense, right? They traded for defensive players midseason last year. The one thing that the Bears are lacking is a coach, to be honest. Matt Eberflus is not it. Now, I know there's been people out there, Brandon Combs, Matt Eberflus for coach of the year if they make it to the playoffs. No. The Chicago Bears can only win despite of Matt Eberflus, not because of not Eberflus. Kevin says, no, Bill Belichick says, no intention of coaching this season. And John says, he's chasing those hoes. You are right. Kevin Cummings says, Bear fans actually exist? Yeah. There's a couple here. Matt's a Bears fan. Combsy is a Bears fan. And Fitz is a Bears fan. That's pretty much all the Bear fans that I know. John says, Jags win in London every time. If I'm not mistaken, this is not London. This is overseas in general. The Jaguars are 6-5. Last year, they did win back-to-back games over the pond. Of course, they played in London and then, was it Germany last year? I'm not for sure. I don't know. Ryan says, I know a few Bears fans. Planet Shark says, Bears, Jets, Jaguars, Panthers are all bad this season. The Bears are not bad. They're just not there yet. They are pretenders. They're not contenders. Jets, Jaguars, Panthers, meh. We're going to be talking about the Jets coming up here. So stay tuned for that. We'll be talking about the Jets. Kevin says, rookies do tend to hold on the ball longer than necessary. Williams will get better unless Chicago ruins him like they have done every other quarterback they have drafted. Kevin, you are spot on. Rookie quarterbacks do, especially ones that have not played, at a strictly pro level versus elite competition week after week after week. That just doesn't exist anymore. But from every coach, every player, everything that I viewed from college into the NFL is NFL quarterbacks throw receivers open. You are not going to get that 2, 3, 4 window wide openness, right? You have to throw your guy open. You are going to get 1 yard, and you're going to be happy with that 1 yard. In college, you do get those wide open plays. You do get the 4, 5, 6 yards of separation. And when you watch Caleb Williams' tape, USC, right? Consistently, guys were running wide open. It's just when you're playing NFL players on your team versus college players, you are going to be better. You're going to be more athletic. You're going to be gifted. In the NFL, everybody's an NFL player. Everybody has that gift. Everybody has that talent. So it is taking him time to get adjusted, right? Keeping him adjusted. Matt Henry says the Lions and Bears are the most miserable franchises in the NFL history. Not wrong. Matt Henry says Eberflus graduated from the same high school as me. Okay, there's a connection. I didn't even know Matt Eberflus went to high school. I'm joking. John says they are not going to come close between the Lions, Vikings, and Packers. You'll see it too. Matt Henry says, thank you, Kansas State, for Will Howard. Buckeye Nation. Yeah, still